You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. 2 children were found safe after a Berwick police investigation. According to police, a 4-year-old girl and 6-year-old boy were taken from their home Wednesday night by their biological mother, Olivia Wilkerson. She didn't have guardianship of them due to substance abuse and mental health issues. Investigators believed that Wilkerson was on her way to the Maryland area. Fortunately, the children were found safe and sound. There's no word at this time as to what charges Wilkerson may be facing. A Schuylkill County man was taken into custody for allegedly robbing a teenager in Shenandoah. A 17-year-old male told police that he was approached by 34-year-old Jose Luis Torres at an apartment building at 129 North Main Street Monday afternoon. The victim turned to leave, but he was cornered by Torres and another unidentified teenager. The victim said the suspect shoved him into a closet and demanded that he empty his pockets. Torres allegedly took the boy's cell phone and wallet before fleeing the scene. The victim was also struck on the head and sustained a minor contusion. Torres was arrested and charged with robbery, simple assault, theft by unlawful taking, and several other offenses. He was taken to Schuylkill County Prison for lack of $50,000 straight cash bail. Charges will also be filed against the teenager involved in the robbery. An alleged intoxicated driver led police on a 2-county chase Wednesday morning. Wilkes-Barre police observed a stolen Toyota being driven by 50-year-old Bernard Mcdonald shortly before 2 a.m. on North Washington Street. Officers attempted to pull the vehicle over near a Turkey Hill, but McDonald refused to comply and took off at a high rate of speed. Police followed the vehicle through Ashley and onto Interstate 81, where the car exited in Pittston Township. McDonald then continued into Wyoming County, where at one point his car struck a deer. Police set up spike strips on the road that eventually disabled McDonald's vehicle, and he and his passenger, John Sweeney, were taken into custody. McDonald was charged with DUI, resisting arrest, aggravated assault, driving with a suspended license, and reckless driving. He was denied bail and taken to Luzerne County Prison. A wanted Mahanoy City man was taken into custody thanks to state police holiday enforcement efforts. 23-year-old Jones Novas Espinosa was arrested during a traffic stop back on Friday, November 26th. Troopers say that he had an arrest warrant from the Luzerne County Sheriff's Office. He was arrested and taken to Luzerne County Prison. A Mahanoy City woman faces numerous charges for her involvement in a fight in North Manheim Township. 25-year-old Jamie Lee Stupinski allegedly struck Amber Roberts in the head with a metal pole back on September 7th at a Days Inn motel on Route 61. According to police, Stupinski then struck Roberts in her right ankle before dragging her by her hair across the pavement. Roberts sustained a broken leg and jaw, along with a shattered ankle, and was treated at Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest. Stupinski was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, simple assault, harassment, and flight to avoid apprehension. She was taken to prison after being unable to post $20,000 straight cash bail. The first case of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 was found in the U.S. and identified in California. Yesterday's discovery came as scientists continued to study the risks posed by the new strain of the virus. The Biden administration moved to restrict travel from South Africa late last month, where the variant was first identified and had been widespread, and clusters of cases were identified in about 24 other nations since. The CDC was also moving to tighten U.S. testing rules for travelers from overseas. This included requiring a test within a day of boarding a flight to the U.S., regardless of vaccination status, and the consideration of a post-arrival testing mandate. Get set for a night full of festivities in downtown Hazleton, as with SailFest and First Friday ring in the Christmas season. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has a list of things to do and see.
The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, Can Do, the Chamber, and the Hazleton Art League are teaming up to host the 2021 Wassail Fest and Holiday Night Market. It's in conjunction with the December 3rd First Friday. The evening is jam-packed with fun events for the whole family, and it all begins at the Hub on Broad Street.
We're going back to our Wassail Fest. We have 10 locations in the downtown offering a cup of fun cheer, as well as some other holiday crafters and whatnot for the market from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m.
The event helps support local businesses and organizations.
Tried and true Hazleton treasures like Felons, the Hazleton Area Public Library, Artfully Upcycled, Manpower, the Pines Restaurant. So people will be up and down Broad Street doing their own version of wassailing through Hazleton for the Christmas of 2021.
For those who may not know, Malone explains the meaning of Wassail Fest.
Its tradition is in Germany, and it is basically like a holiday spiced or warm punch. And there's lots of different variations of it. So there'll be like a mulled wine or a spiked hot chocolate. And there's also non-alcoholic versions as well.
The Hazleton Art League will also be hosting its third annual Christmas in the Caribbean, featuring art, dance, music, and other holiday cultural traditions.
Every year we do a fest where we show to people how we celebrate Christmas in the Caribbean. Caribbean is compounded with different islands like Cuba, DR and Haiti share the island, Puerto Rico, but we share a lot of tradition, so we like to give to the people in the area a tasting of what we do during the Christmas, or how we call Navidad.
Raffle tickets can be purchased for your chance to win a vacation in the Dominican Republic.
Plus, we will have a raffle to a resort in the Caribbean for 6 people 1 week. It's part of the attraction. We want to show to all the community how we celebrate, and we invite you to be part of this great event where you can enjoy with your family. It's a completely family event, so stop by.
Participants are also invited to attend the big tree lighting at Can Do Park on the corner of Broad and Laurel Streets.
Can Do City Park will be lighting the tree also at 5 o'clock, which will be a beautiful sight, and some fun events that include dancers and carolers will also be available all evening. Again, downtown Hazleton is a place to be December 3rd from 5 to 8 p.m.
Tickets for Wassail Fest can be purchased online at downtownhazleton.org or for $12 at the door. In Hazleton, for Wyln News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. 'Tis the season for Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham's Living Nativity, and we've got all the details on their 27th annual this weekend. Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham's inviting everyone to come on out and drive through their 27th annual Living Nativity this Saturday and Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. each night.
Unfortunately, we had a miss last year because of COVID, so we're thrilled to be back this year. So many folks were asking, are you going to do it again? Are you going to have your Living Nativity? So we're very happy to say, yes, we are.
And in case you're not familiar, the Living Nativity is set up right outside the church located at 467 South Main Street in Cunningham. Today was full of costume prep for all 12 scenes, and each sign is prepared to go outside that tells a bit of the story behind each one. Each car that pulls up will get a pamphlet from the greeters, along with a little gift from the church to share with everybody.
You're greeted by the Roman guards, giving a decree about the census, and then you travel in your car around the church through Bethlehem. You will see Mary and Joseph with the donkey. We have a live donkey, angel choir, the inn, the shepherds with the fire, and the manger scene with more live animals. We'll have a camel. Humphrey the camel will be with us, and the wise men, and then the scene of folks in today in their own home preparing for Christmas, and of course the very last thing, the cross, which finalizes the story of Jesus' mission here on earth.
The church does have a break in between each half hour to allow for the actors to change shifts and get warmed up inside with their great kitchen crew's hot chocolate and cookies. So, while you're driving through all 12 scenes, or waiting to, you can tune your car radio to 90.1 FM for some music.
This is our gift to the community every year, so we do not charge anyone to come through. We just want to share the real meaning, the real reason for the season, which is Christ's birth, and we want to share that. So we have over 100 participants each evening, but no, please, no charge at all. Just put everybody in the car and come.
Once again, everyone is invited to come on out and drive through Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham's 27th Annual Living Nativity this Saturday and Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. each night. Volunteers are ringing bells for the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign as the holiday season gets underway. Money dropped in the kettles mainly go toward running programs, purchasing Christmas toys to distribute, and food pantries. However, there aren't enough volunteers this year, and the local corps will again have a paid bell ringer. First-time bell ringers in PA can earn $7.25 an hour for 12 hours a week, while returning bell ringers are eligible to earn more based on years of experience. The campaign began back on November 12th and ends on Christmas Eve. Interested volunteers can call 570-622-5252 to learn more. Coming up on Wyln News, heating help for colder temps, plus locally celebrating the holiday season. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's Wyln forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our Wyln Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on Wyln News and Wyln social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the Wyln News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wilkes-Barre Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, and the Hazleton Area High School Cougar Crooners. General admission tickets are just $10. Sounds of the Season, December 11th, is sponsored by these local businesses.
Colder temps are here to stay, and inflation has impacted the cost of energy supply sources. So, PPL wants to remind customers of some assistance programs if they're struggling to pay their energy bills. Income-eligible programs available include the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, the On-Track Payment Plan, Operation Help, and the Winter Relief Assistance Program. Regardless of income, customers can also take advantage of budget billing or choosing a payment due date that works for their budget. Visit pplelectric.com/billhelp for more information. An annual Hazleton Christmas tradition was back and better than ever this year. And since we taped the wonderful event for you, there will be plenty of opportunities to enjoy the 28th annual Can Do Community Christmas from the comfort of your home. The concert will have 7 rebroadcasts to choose from, starting Monday, December 6th at 3 p.m. until its final on Christmas Day at 8 p.m. So, tune in for all the Christmas cheer right here on WYLN TV. The Alice C. Wilkes-Barre Performing Arts Center will be hosting the 16th annual Sounds of the Seasons Let's Celebrate. Doors open at 6 for the 7 p.m. concert on Saturday, December 11th. The event will feature the renowned Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, with special performances by the Fabergé Follies, the Cougar Crooners, and featured soloists. Tickets are $10 each and all seating is general admission. Tickets can be purchased through any orchestra or dance member and will be available at the door the night of. Regardless of vaccination status, masking and social distancing will be observed during the performance. We'll see you at the Wilkes-Barre. Coming up on Woodlawn Park's News Choice, we take a trip down to the Barn Hill Preserve and Community in U. Plus, leading the way, Part 4. Stay with us.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
M&J Excavation, serving the area with quality and dependable home heating oil with competitive pricing. Also on and off-road oil delivery for your heavy equipment. They also provide paving and excavation services. 570-233-1898.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Gabby has been suffering with terrible migraines her whole life. She comes to see a chiropractor, and after one visit, has amazing results. Stay tuned. Come and watch us. Let's Talk Chiropractic, and we'll show you what happens when you go see the chiropractor.
Well24 presents a high-energy holiday rock orchestra concert featuring holiday music as well as their own holiday creations. Inspired by the music and stage presentation of some of music's greatest rock orchestras, this group delivers. See them at the Wilkes-Barre Center, 700 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, Friday, December 17th at 8 p.m. Get your tickets online at wilkesbarrecenter.org. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Barn Hill Preserve runs hands-on educational programs and travels from place to place, visiting schools and educating students on the wonders of wildlife.
So we do a lot of mobile programs all over the country at a lot of different schools, so we can reach thousands of kids every year. And we also just opened up a public facility near Ocean City, Maryland, down in Frankfort, Delaware. So we can actually have people come to us to meet some of our larger animals down there, like our camel, our aardvark. We have a lynx. We've got larger kangaroos, all kinds of different stuff. We've got sloths that live there. We did bring one out here today, but we have their sloth home, so people get to kind of see these things up close in a different way that they don't get to do at a typical zoo. We're able to share all about these things and get people excited about everything, which is awesome.
The work that they do not only educates people on the animal's background, but also continues to inspire wildlife conservation and the importance of keeping the species safe and around for generations to come.
I'm just trying to get to a point where kids understand and realize how important wildlife is and why we need to protect these species. So it's going out teaching these kids cool facts, maybe finding their favorite animal, and just learning about why these animals are so important and why we need to protect them, and showing animals that they typically wouldn't see in your everyday setting.
The staff at Barnhill strive to share their mission of educating people about wildlife, respecting the critters that come in all shapes and sizes, such as sloths, bearded dragons, and armadillos.
But I personally love being able to share all of the animals with everyone, being able to share our mission with everyone and teach these facts to all the kids everywhere. I love the idea of combining wildlife and education, so being able to travel with all of that on top of it is just like a dream job for me. We get to just kind of help make the world a little bit better and share these animals.
Hope is that, like kids, I was a nature nerd from an early age, so my hope is that to get more kids doing what we do on a daily basis, because they are so important, they are so cool, and they do need protection, and not everybody sees that. And my hope is to one day make sure that no animals go extinct, and then the next generation sees how important wildlife is.
The experience is not only educational for the students and families, but it's also rewarding for the staff as well to be able to share the animal stories.
So it's a great experience. I love what I do, and so seeing these kids get super excited about stuff that I'm super passionate about just makes me hopeful that there's a great future in terms of wildlife conservation and education.
Rachel and Caitlin urge anyone who's thinking about bringing a pet home to do their research first.
Because even though an animal is cool, it doesn't mean you should bring it into your house. We have a lot of our reptiles, like Godzilla here, started out as somebody's pet, and then they couldn't take care of it. So we have him with us now. But definitely look into whatever animal you're interested in and try to keep them around for as long as possible.
To learn more about the wildlife and all the services, you can visit barnhillpreserve.com or check them out on Facebook.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Soul Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Jane Doherty's leading the way into part 4 of this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Jane Doherty. Jane, what are some of your biggest achievements as well as the biggest challenges you've faced in your career?
My career with the American Cancer Society has been very rewarding. There have been many achievements of which I'm quite proud. Our telethon, of course, is one of them. The services that we provide to the community are another one. And as far as challenges, COVID was certainly a challenge this year for all of us. And people's dollars are short, and it's difficult to raise money. But we have a very, very caring community in Greater Hazleton, and they always come through. And this year, we usually say that we want to make $1 more than we made last year. And this year, I'm very happy to say that a couple of weeks ago, we were able to raise over $76,000, which is about $4,000 more than we raised last year. So we're very proud of that.
It's great. It's great you can count on the community to always pull through.
Absolutely.
Okay. Check back tomorrow night as Jane continues leading the way into part 5 of this week's segment. Good night.
And aside from a quick birthday shout out to Barry J.S., our very own, happy birthday, Barry. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.